Hey, this is Joe Castiglione, and you're listening to Not Another Sox Podcast. Can you believe it?
Buenos noches, amigos, and welcome to another episode of Not Another Sox Podcast. I am Jack Webster here with our producer, Ian Doran,
Shalom.
coming at you live from Providence, Rhode Island. Fellas, the Red Sox to do something. I'm fucking bored.
Yeah, it's super boring, but it's still early off season, right?
Yeah, it is. I know. And there's the whole song and dance, everything. And, it takes time for the market to develop and yada, yada. But just nothing's happening. I'm bored. Come on.
You're a man of action.
Yeah.
Is what you're telling me.
I'm a man of ADHD, and I need
dopamine,
something.
dopamine. I get what you're saying. Also, last offseason was exciting because at this point we were all so intently staring at Juan Soto, waiting for him to make a move. So, I mean, this year there have been some very small moves, but Stove is still pretty gold.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Juan Soto's not signing on Thanksgiving Day like he did last year.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
That was fun.
Thanksgiving
Day. Remember that?
Yeah. I remember the Jeff Passan post specifically that was like, Juan Soto's not signing today. Everyone go eat your turkey.
Yeah,
Spend
shut
time with your
up.
family.
You made me tweet this because now you guys are blowing up my phone.
Yeah, I'm working on Thanksgiving. Jeff Passan did announce the Naylor deal the other day, and one of my favorite comments was the top comment was Big Crochet Enjoyer, and he said, announce the Volpe extension.
Yeah, did you have any interest in Josh Naylor at all?
I did. I'm not going to lie. I did. Is he a big baby with kind of like a big baby attitude?
Oh, I love that part of him. That's like my favorite part about him.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, what do you hate about him then?
It's not a hate about him. I just don't think he'd be a good fit for Fenway because he's a lefty pull hitter. So that's just not going to play with Fenway's right field. I think like he would have only hit like 9 expected home runs if he played, every game at Fenway. So
Gotcha.
I just didn't think it was the right fit.
So-
And we already have a lot of lefties, unless if you're getting like someone like Kyle Schwarber, where it's like doesn't matter what side you bat from because you hit both of them.
Right. It's
Like,
400 feet in any direction.
I just I like Josh Naylor as a player. I think he's a funny dude. I love that he showed up Garrett Cole in 2022. that I will love him forever because of that. But yeah, it didn't make a lot of sense for the Red Sox. And you know what? Good for Seattle.
Yeah, good for Seattle.
Seemed like a great fit there.
He's a great fit for Seattle. Absolutely. In Boston at first base, I think what I liked about Josh Naylor is he's a good defensive first baseman.
That's true. Yeah.
With good offensive pop. So that's what drew me to him. But if Seattle is going to pay him that money to stay in Seattle, he's a great fit there, and I think they value having him there. So by all means,
go right ahead, Seattle. I do not care.
do you think he would have gotten more than the 92.5 over 5 years that he got from Seattle on a free agent market?
Well, I mean, he was on the free agent market. Other teams were able to, negotiate with him, obviously. I don't think he had a qualifying... Or no, he couldn't have because he was traded at the deadline.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
No qualifying offer as well, so it's probably a little more than I expected. I mean, he's younger, not, like, crazy old or anything, so... I wouldn't have given him that much, and I'm glad the Red Sox didn't, dream bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, not
Sure.
that there's so many names out there or anything, but yeah, good for him. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, going to be a really interesting second part of the episode too, where we talk a bit more about, the first base options that are out there. We definitely came in with a few players we want to put under the microscope, so we'll get to that segment a bit more, but $92.5 million over 5 years. Good for Josh Naylor. Seattle's going to be very happy with him.
Yeah.
I hope they kiss.
No, exactly. Like, I kind of wish, like, he almost, like, stayed in Cleveland because, like, whatever. Yeah, but, once they traded him, he seems like a good Mariner. He had on the sparkly shoes in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He had some big hits. He also just, like, randomly stole 30-plus bases this year.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know how he does that.
Yeah, that seemed just so random because he looks like, just your typical slugging oaf first baseman. Like, and that's perfectly fine. But like, the fact that he stole more bases than Jarren Duran this year.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
I'm pretty sure because Duran only stole like 20 some odd bases this year. I'm pretty sure, and Naylor stole 30 plus. So Juan Soto and Josh Naylor stole more bases than Jarren Duran this season.
You know what? I'll give you a second to pull up those numbers because that would absolutely blow my mind. If
Jarren had
Josh
24
Naylor,
steals.
okay.
Yeah, and Josh Naylor, I'm pretty sure had like 33.
Jarren only had 24. That's
I know,
a low year for him.
Yeah, it did seem a little low. I mean, he had 34 the year before, so it's not like he's a crazy stolen base guy.
Sure.
Yeah, Josh Naylor had 30 stolen bases.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
what
19
the
of them
fuck?
were with Seattle. So like he just started stealing a whole bunch
30?
there.
That's more stolen bases than guys who steal bases.
Yeah, no, it really is.
Like,
yeah.
How many Trevor Story have? Like 32, 35?
No, I think he ended up in like the high 20s. Like Josh Naylor stole more bases than anybody on the Red Sox this year. He could have been our speed guy.
What are you saying to me right now?
Let me double check, but I'm like 90% sure nobody on the Red Sox stole 30 bases this year, while Josh Naylor did.
Because didn't Trevor Story set the record?
Oh, Trevor Story did get 31. Okay, so I
cool.
misspoke. Yeah, but very funny still.
Yeah, well, because I think Trevor Story got the 31 in a row, and then he was caught on 32.
That's right.
And then he stopped.
Right. I don't know why. I thought that number was like 26 or 27.
That's okay. Yeah. Well, Story did have a 25-25 season at the very least. He had a 30-25 season, but when you look at the numbers that match up, he had a 25-25 year, which is pretty good.
Which is a very funny number because, like, obviously, like the 20-20 and the 30-30. But, like, it could just be any matching number, I guess. Like, you could say, like, yeah, you had a 27-27 year.
Whoa!
Like, and just nobody really cares that much. But because it round number, like, our human brain of pattern detection just likes it even more. Yeah.
Right. Like cave drawing, round number.
Yeah,
Real
exactly.
nice.
It's all, like, so arbitrary, but, like, just so funny at the same time.
Do you ever just like use an arbitrary version of stats in conversation and pretend that it's really important? Like if you were like, oh my God, dude, Trevor Story had a 10 in 28 season. Like who does that? Video game numbers.
No,
video game numbers.
I love that. Like so many times you see just like, he's the first player to hit 30 doubles, 10 triples, and 9 home runs. And I'm like, this is just such a random, like, bingo card.
Right.
Of what you're putting these stats together to do. Like, and that's the beautiful thing about baseball is there's so many stats that you can just manipulate them however you want.
Which is hilarious.
Except for Connor Wong, because that was just bad all around.
Yeah, Connor Wong, no, he had the best bad all-around stats and the best around bad stats, around stats, bad stats, around stats.
Yeah, oven the hot food.
Take out the food, eat the food.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also love when they follow it up and they're like, he's the first player to do that since 1972 when the last guy, old Big Toes McGee, did that.
Yeah, I also like it when I just make up stuff and like people just accept it. Yeah. Like I did that like 10 times this year where I'm like, the Red Sox have committed 235 errors. It's an MLB record. And people just believed it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the way they were playing, I would have fucking believed it.
Yeah. You just say it with confidence as a white male and you can convince anybody of anything.
Do you say you were lying on the internet?
No, I didn't say that. Why? What?
Oh, sorry. My bad. I thought you were lying on the internet. No, just regular on the internet.
Yeah.
Only telling the truth. A few other smaller things happen around the league in the past few days. I mean, some of the early dominoes falling. Nothing crazy yet, but we saw Yarborough go back to the Yankees. Which
huge for the Red Sox.
Love that.
Huge for the Red Sox. I think I saw somebody posted he has like a 70 RA against us. It's beautiful.
I think we were at the game, too, over the summer where the Red Sox just buried him. It was a crochet start.
I think so, because he is bad. And he's been bad for a while, so I'm glad that the Yankees were just like, let's get this bad guy back.
They're good at that.
They're very good at that.
I can think of 2 guys on the Yankees that are bad, and they were like, oh, man, we gotta have him.
Yep. Extend Verdugo, NYY.
NYY. You think
It is very funny that like he got released from the Braves and nobody was even like, I don't even want to give you a minor league deal. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Like he is going to be playing in like the Changwon Tigers next year.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he played for Korea next year.
Honestly, like it is not that far off, and that is very funny.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that nobody took him this year. I think it's more an attitude problem because the glove is really strong. The bat's right around average, maybe above average.
Oh, below. It's been well below the last 2 years.
Oh, the bat's been that bad?
Yeah.
Yikes. He was fine with us for the time we had him. He wasn't a Mookie Betts replacement.
No,
but he was serviceable to us.
I
so-
think Alex Verdugo is maybe one of the most. I don't even know if like forgettable is the right word, but just like throwaway players of all time.
Sure,
Like,
disposable.
Yeah, and this isn't a Mookie Betts thing. Like it's not his fault that the trade was bad. That's Heim's fault. Let's be real.
Yeah.
And he was the best player returned in that package somehow. Still, I don't like him for a whole bunch of other reasons.
Yeah.
So that's the moral of the story: is dislike a player because they're bad and a shitty person and have a bad attitude, and then cried a bunch once they left. That's why I don't like Alex Verdugo.
Rafael Devers?
No, because Devers was good at least. Yeah.
Yeah. No, never in my wildest dreams would I put Verdugo and Devers in the same Venn diagram, except that they hit from the same side of the plate.
Yeah, pretty much.
And
they both do cry a lot. Though.
And they both do cry a lot, but one of them hits 30 home runs a year about it, and the other one didn't hit 30 baseballs last year, period.
Yeah. At least the Mookie trade, like you thought you were getting a lot back for it. The Devers trade was just bad even in the moment.
Yeah, and it got even worse when Jordan Hicks started going downhill.
Yeah, who could have seen that one coming?
Yeah. This just
and then we just like decide we don't want even Kyle.
I don't want to
even
play with you anymore.
Yeah. And we trade away the other prospects for fucking Dustin May.
Yeah.
And then we're just gonna let Alex Bregman walk, and we need a first baseman and a DH. So yeah, masterful gambit, sir.
I'm curious what happens with Kyle Harrison, because there's still a chance, right? If he shows up and he does well in spring training, like that's still an opportunity for him.
No, he'll have every opportunity in the world, but he had every opportunity in the world last year too, and.
Yeah.
You know, he got piggybacked or jump frogged or however you want to say by Tolley and Connolly early and
Tyler Uberstein.
Not Tyler Uberstein, Jose De Leon.
Yeah.
You need to get Zach that card, by the way.
I do. It's been in
Hi,
my...
Zach.
Hi, Zach. How are you? Yeah, I got to get it here first so we can draw dicks on it and then send it to Zach.
That's true. Yeah. We'll get it graded with the dicks on it.
With the dicks on... Well, it can't be a 10 if there are dicks on it. Oh, wait, maybe it might.
Yeah, maybe it might. Yeah, maybe if it's the biggest, blackest penis we've ever seen, then
wow, that fits on a baseball card.
Yeah, it'll be a 10, all right.
Oh yeah. Oh, gross. A few other things around the league and in news in the past couple days. Kyle Hart going back to the Padres.
That's oomph.
Oomph?
Yeah.
Who's oomph?
Kyle Hart.
Why is he oomph?
Because he follows me. He's one of my followers.
And his follower name is Oomph?
No. One of my followers.
Oh.
Oomph. Yeah.
Oomph.
Yeah. But he follows me.
Isn't Robert Stock Yomph?
No, actually, I don't think he follows us or follows me. So.
Well.
Yeah.
Hi, Robert.
Yeah.
I didn't hate Robert Stock, but.
Nah, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my final opinion on Robert. Good Twitter follow.
Yeah.
It seems like a really nice dude.
Good
I like
dude.
him. Yeah, good dude.
Good dude.
Yeah. Welcome on anytime.
Please, I would love to have Robert Stock on.
Like, nobody has ever been more of a future Driveline employee than Robert Stock. And I mean that complimentary. I really do. Because, like, you got to be smart and, like, an athlete to, like, do all that. But, like, yeah, he is destined for that. Or, like, as an actual, like, not pitching instructor or coach, more like, infrastructure kind of. Like, I mean, obviously, we've seen the Red Sox lose Justin Willard over the last, few weeks to another organization. So, we're going to have to replace him somehow.
Yeah. Is that fully announced? Did Willard go to the Mets?
Yeah, I think he did. And we hired some,
ouch.
I don't remember his name, but I heard the Sox prospect guys talking about it. Like, the guy that we got to replace him is only like 25 or 26.
Okay.
But like he's supposed to be like the next big like dude. So I'm glad that we like are still like churning out these guys. Like, we're getting them as early as we can. So
he's a phenom.
Yeah, we'll see how he does. I mean, he's going to be younger than half the dudes he's instructing. So that's also kind of funny.
And then we also saw announced today actually that Tanner Houck is likely to receive a tender offer. I kind of like that.
I was a little surprised because you are going to have to carry that 40-man spot the entire offseason and in spring training. And then you can obviously just put him on the 60-day IL as soon as opening day happens.
Yep.
So, and then, you do keep him around for 2027 if we're playing baseball.
Yeah.
But I thought they might non-tender him and then like work out another deal. And they still might, obviously before places go to arbitration and everything,
right?
They might make it some type of weirdly structured like 2 or even 3 year deal, since I don't remember how much time he has remaining even. So and it's good, like, like it's gonna be nothing for next year, but maybe if we can get kind of more back that 2024 Tanner out, yeah 24, before he kind of fatigued out. So he'll be plenty rested.
Well, when he was an all-star pitcher, developed that sweeper, just looked fantastic.
And I think a lot of the performance issues this year probably came from him being hurt. So there is that too.
At least I hope they came from him being hurt.
Yeah, honestly, because everything was down.
He set 2 records this year. The first record being the most runs scored against a Red Sox pitcher in the first 2 innings. Yeah. And the second record beating the first record of the most runs scored off a Red Sox pitcher in the first 2 innings.
Those were the ugliest games of the year, probably.
Yeah, they're pretty yucky. I would love to get into, we're doing a list episode tonight for all of our listeners out there. We want to go through some of the most underrated players on the NL side, because we want to go through some of the AL side as well.
Yeah.
Why don't we start with your fit check, because this is very, very important.
Yeah. This is one that I got recently, and it might take us into a little bit of another discussion here.
Yeah, please.
WBC coming up. Definitely trying to rock some of them. This is a newer one. It's a little baggy, but I still like it. We got a Kingdom of the Netherlands here. So
Nederland, as it says.
Yeah, Netherland. And we got a little Andrew Jones.
Andrew Jones.
Yeah, from Carousel. Yep.
Okay. Just like my boy Cedon.
Just like Cedon, yeah. And they're both Gold Glove center fielders.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm sure Cedon probably grew up like idolizing like Andrew Jones, even though like by the time Andrew Jones was kind of like done playing, like Cedon was probably like 7 or 8.
Sure.
Yeah, like it's been a little while at this point, but I think Andrew Jones is a Hall of Famer. I hope he makes it in, even though he did play a little bit with the Yankees. But like, what, he won like 10 Gold Gloves in center field and hit over 400 home runs. Come on. Him and Rick Porcello need to make it in this year.
Yeah, well, that would mean Rick Porcello has to be on the ballot.
He is on the ballot.
What?
Whoa!
Rick Porcello.
Cy Young winner Rick Porcello.
How did he win that Cy Young?
It
was real goofy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was through the power of friendship, essentially. Yeah. So, like, okay. Justin Verlander got more first place votes, but Rick Porcello was on, like, the more, like, top 3 ballots, since, like, Justin Verlander, very stat heavy, blah, blah, blah. Oh, my FIP. And Rick Porcello was like, oh, look at all my wins. And he still had a very good year, too. But he ended up just getting more total votes than first place votes. And that very much upset Kate Upton. And famously, yeah.
Wait.
And people do love to post, like, the baseball reference, like, just, like, 2 comparisons. But it is a lot closer on Fangraphs. It's, like, within half, like, half a win in terms of like F4. So there is an actual lot better case for Rick Porcello to have won the Cy Young than people make it out to be. Like people are acting like it's the worst robbery of all time, and it's not even the most of the 21st century.
Right.
Yeah. Like by a mile.
Yeah. I like Baseball Reference as a tool, but to me it feels like your very first Swiss Army knife, right?
Yeah.
Like you get something that tells you everything and does most things you need to do. And you can get out like this little 3 to 4 inch pocket knife, and that's really cool. But then like you become an adult and you build out your workstation a bit. And that's what Fangraphs feels like to me, is like the tools available to you get the job done in more craftsman-like ways. Like the resources are deeper. You're able to look into more. I feel like everyone starts on Baseball Reference and then moves to Fangraphs, which is arguing that Rick Porcello was a great pitcher in the year that he won Cy Young.
Yeah, no, that's kind of a good way to put it. And, you know, Baseball Reference, it's easily more like you can kind of get the splits a little bit easier, but like you can do a lot deeper dive into like Baseball Reference, into Fangraphs. Like Baseball Reference is just very clean. It's very easy to read. You know where everything is because you've been on it since you were 10 years old or 11 years old, like I've been. And then like Fangraphs, you gotta like, you know, sort a lot of things around, and, you know, they're trying to make it prettier, and, you know, they have a whole bunch of nerd articles and podcasts, which I love.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, you know, I still use both all the time.
Yeah, and then you Apple F or ZF, Control F.
Yeah.
What's the Z swing percentage? What's the contact? What's the barrel?
Exactly. We're getting into the nitty-gritty.
The nitty-gritty, but that's the fun stuff.
Yeah.
Before we move into our most underrated players of the National League, let's not forget how wide the Netherlands pool of players is.
Yeah.
Since you're wearing the jersey, because they have the Netherlands, but they also, because they're a conquering nation, right? Or they're commanders or whatever it's called. They oversee what? They oversee Curacao. They oversee a lot of the Virgin Islands. Aruba.
Yeah.
Wild to me.
I know. And it's so funny whenever you see the Netherlands WBC team, because it's like, you know, you get Jurksen Profar and Xander Bogaerts, and then you get all of these just like random Western European names or like Eastern European names.
You get like Tadundalu.
Yeah, literally, yeah. And like they play honkball over there. And like these are just players that like you've literally never heard of in your entire life, playing with these like Caribbean, just like, you know, tan and handsome. A lot of them are very handsome too. So there is that.
They're all
Xander Bogaerts, Cedon Rafaela, like just all these like beautiful exotic men.
Yeah, newly engaged Cedon Rafaela.
Yeah,
congratulations, buddy.
Yeah, congrats on having sex.
Well, they're not married yet.
I know, eventually.
Yeah, future sex.
Future sex.
Yeah.
Yep. Whatever that is.
Well, back to I guess our talk of around.
You sure you don't want to talk more about this?
About what?
Future sex.
No, future sex. No, I only have now sex.
I don't, because I'm not married.
Yeah, no, I love that about you.
Yeah.
Not married, not having sex. You're a good boy like that.
Yep.
The Lord is watching. You're his favorite.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, no, you're not. You
not.
still smoke weed, and the Lord hates that.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh man.
Oh. Well, do you want to lead us off, or should I go first?
I already forgot what teams I have. I told you I'm gonna wing it. So
you are totally gonna wing it. Well, no worries, because I can pull our list right back up here. It won't be any problem whatsoever.
I remember one of them was the Nationals, and I'm gonna pick Dylan Lyle. He was a rookie this year, but obviously being on a bad Nats team, he didn't get a lot of attention. I think he ended up like placing 5th in Rookie of the Year voting, which is pretty decent. It was obviously a weak class, but like he was a baseball player. Like I watched a little bit of the Nationals. It was so bad this year, wasn't worth it. But he was an exciting player. He made some great plays. Seems like a dude. So Dylan Lyle.
Dylan Lyle for the Nationals. Yep. Yeah, that's a good one. And to give you a heads up of the other teams you'll have, and I can keep reminding you if you need them, you're also going to have in alphabetical order the Atlanta Braves, the Cincinnati Reds, the Los Angeles Dodgers, the Milwaukee Brewers, the Philadelphia Phillies, San Diego Padres, St. Louis Cardinals, and of course the Washington Nationals, which is Dylan Lyle for you.
Yep, Dylan Lyle. We'll go with that one. And that means you have a different team.
Correct.
Teams, yeah.
Correct. I'll start with the D-backs, the Arizona Diamondbacks. I went pretty under the hood for this one. I went with Blaze Alexander, who was their third baseman. Yeah, right. Oh yeah. He's in his second year in MLB, so he's just eclipsing his rookie year. His bat, very, very okay. Not excellent offensive production, but in his second year at the helm at third base, he posted a defensive WAR of 2.7 and runs above replacement at 10.2 for the Diamondbacks, which is great. So I looked at Blaze Alexander and I thought, for a second year third baseman to be producing positively defensively and producing offensively at an average level, the sky's the limit. So Blaze Alexander.
I'm glad you didn't say Perdomo, because he is gotten to the point where people are actually appreciating him.
Yeah.
Like he's like, everybody was so quick to point out that he had a 7 WAR season and everything, which is very impressive. Great player, both sides of the ball. But like, I'm not sure he's overrated or underrated anymore. It's the whole Jose Ramirez argument. Like, yeah, he's finishing like top 5 in MPV voting like 8 times now.
Right.
Like, people know who Jose Ramirez is now if you follow baseball at all.
Yeah.
Like, this is no longer a secret, and we can't keep pretending that he's a secret just because he plays on a small market team.
Right.
Like,
and
people
a very
know-
forgettable small market team.
Yeah,
Sure.
and he's in the playoffs like every other year, it feels like. So,
Yeah.
Jose Ramirez, easy Hall of Famer, probably first ballot. Like, let's stop pretending that Jose Ramirez
is rated.
He is very properly rated. He is a very good player, and I think most people realize that.
Yeah. Well, someone should tell John Morosi.
Yeah. I mean, John Morosi probably likes him.
I do.
Yeah.
Am I John Morosi?
Yeah, you're probably John Morosi. What's
Fuck
the next
yeah.
team I had? Atlanta Braves?
Yeah, let's go Atlanta Braves.
This was a tough one because they were bad.
They were bad.
I like Schwellenbach on their team. He's a solid pitcher.
Good call.
Like, yeah, he's not going to be like your number 1 or number 2, but he can slot in that 3-4 spot in, a decent rotation. I don't remember how he did off the top of my head, but yeah, he's a pretty good player.
He is a good player. And the idea is we're going for underrated, right? Which he housed the Sox multiple times. Like the stuff
Probably.
is in there.
Yeah.
The stuff is in there.
That's not too hard.
No,
That's not a good barometer.
yeah, it's not. It's not. He beat us.
Oh, underrated Atlanta Brave Alex Verdugo.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
underrated. I didn't even see him.
Yep.
I texted the rest of the list over to you as well, so that I can keep looking at it if you need me, but you'll have it in front of you as well if you do any between thinking.
Yeah.
Next team I have the Chicago Cubs, and this might be like a no duh kind of answer, but it's also like a oh wait kind of answer. But I went with their backup catcher Miguel Amaya.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I know too much about him, truth be told.
So you don't, because he played 28 games.
Okay.
But in the span of those 28 games, he produced almost 1 full win above replacement. He had a 120.
Which is 2 more than Connor Wong.
What? Wait, did he post a negative WAR this year?
Oh, yeah, big time.
Oh,
yeah,
fuck.
He was bad.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's not good for my narrative.
No, it's not.
No.
Yeah.
He should do my locks. He's
should.
a locksmith.
Yeah.
Miguel Amaya, in those 28 games, posted a 124 WRC+. He had all-around positive production, really good defensive numbers as a backup catcher, and then to post almost a full WAR in those 28 games. I thought he was great, so I went Miguel Amaya for the Chicago Cubs.
Okay, cool. I like that. Next team on my list.
Yeah.
The Cincinnati Creds.
I got cred.
Let's see here. I mean, I know they got a lot of pitching, so...
They do.
Yeah. I'm trying to... I mean, hey, we might trade for this guy, but Nick Lodolo's good.
Yeah.
Probably under the radar. He's probably closer to the 3 WAR player that he is on Fangraphs versus like the 5 WAR that they had him on Baseball Reference. I was like, come on. But I would keep an eye out on Nick Lodolo for this offseason.
Yeah. So let's do a quick pause there, because you like Lodolo a lot. You'd love to see him in Boston.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it would be a good trade partner. They need an outfielder. We need a pitcher.
Uh-huh.
bada bing, bada boom. Yeah. So I would imagine there's going to be probably some interest there, and I think you would do good in the lab. And Cincinnati's pitching lab's pretty good, clearly.
Yeah.
they got a bunch of studs out there, but I think something that might help them, and obviously, Fenway's not the best park, but Great American Ballpark gives up a lot of home runs. So I think leaving there might help him a little bit too. And I think he could be pretty good, and he has years of control. So pretty good trade target, but just an all-around good pitcher. I've had him in fantasy like each of the last 3 years. He's such a good ad drop guy. Like I would trust him like on any given day. Like so, I like Nick Lodolo a lot.
Right, or like the last day of fantasy where you got to make sure you win, so you drop your entire team and you pick up all the probable starters. Yeah, we've all been there. We're right about at our half-hour mark, so the next team I'm going to have for our listeners is the Colorado Rockies, and let me tell you,
God,
that was a pile of digging through shit through ass. I can't wait to tell you about it after we come back from the break. And who's our commercial tonight?
Women's Healthcare.
Women's Healthcare?
Yeah.
Okay, Women's Healthcare. Back from Women's Healthcare.
Yep.
If that's Women's Healthcare, I might give you $1.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you should.
You know what? Yeah. Anyone listening who says it's
Zach,
Women's Healthcare,
send me that clip again. Yeah.
God, I love Zach. We don't pay him enough to be a fan of the show.
We don't pay him at all.
Yeah, except in Jose de Leon cards.
Yeah,
grade 10, big dicks.
Well, he earned that.
He did. That's what I love about Zach. He works hard.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll give him $1.
No, you should give that $1 to Zach. Yeah.
Okay.
He's made us stuff too.
Yeah. No. You know what? Everyone go follow at Zoidberger or at Zoidbergerer on Twitter. Yeah. I think he's doing some work with Pesky now too. Yeah. Really, really good dude. Good friend. Good fan of the show.
You broke his arm.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. I allegedly fractured his wrist because the fastball I threw was 101 miles an hour. Threw it under the hands, so he couldn't.
I thought you hit a comebacker at him.
Yeah, at 101 miles an hour. Okay, yeah. After I threw it 101 miles an hour.
Wasn't it the first pitch?
No. Yes. No. Nope. This is all alleged. Yeah. It's not proven in court. Yep. So the Colorado Rockies are my next team on our list of
the Colorado Al Qaeda.
Oh my God, dude! This was digging through this team.
I'm so sorry.
Was a nightmare.
Yeah.
It was kind of fun because like underrated players on the Rockies are like less than average anywhere else. So like even their good players, I was like, this can't be an underrated player because I know who Kyle Freeland is and he's not good.
Bad, yeah.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, 2018 Kyle Freeland, where he was arguably better than Ubaldo Jimenez that one year.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. And now he is not my most underrated Rocky player. Actually, the person I went with, whether they're underrated or not, I went with Jimmy Herget.
Sure, that's a name.
So, believe it or fucking not, Jimmy Herget posted a 2.48 ERA and a 3.32 FIP over 83 innings pitched in Colorado.
Okay.
He had a positive 1.3 FWAR, plus 23 strikeout percentage, and a 7.3 walk percentage. That blew my mind, that digging through this team, that they had a pitcher who was pitching to a 2.48 ERA, 3.32 FIP in Colorado, and he was not their closer. Had 0 saves for this team.
You have to win in order to get a save, so he might have been their closer.
Yeah,
but we just will never know.
I think every win that the Rockies had this year was a save situation because they couldn't score more than like 2 or 3 goddamn runs if their lives depended on it.
Yep. Yeah. Well, at least Paul DePodesta is gonna turn him around.
You know what? I'm interested. You have my attention, Paul DePodesta. Turn the Rockies around.
It is such a Rockies move. It is so Rockies that it's the only way it could have been more Rockies if it was Dick Manfort's son that he just gave the job to. But somebody who hasn't worked in baseball in 10 plus years, he's been in the NFL, running the Cleveland Browns. Notoriously bad franchise on both sides. Not only do they just bad every year, they also gave Deshaun Watson a rapist. Like the biggest quarterback contract ever at the time. So does that give me much confidence that he's going to run the Rockies very good? No. Yeah, so the Rockies, you do you. I'm so glad that we just have one ooga booga like baseball team out there that just doesn't care because they're gonna make money because they play in one of the most beautiful stadiums down in downtown Colorado and like they just draw and they don't need to be good in order to make money. It's sad for their actual true fans, but it's so funny. It is so funny just watching this team operate questionable ways.
Yeah, we should try out for the Rockies.
We might make it.
You know what?
Yeah.
In the next,
you hit a baseball once at Zoidberger, so they believe in you.
Thanks, at Zoidberger. I am now the shortstop for the Colorado Rockies.
Yeah. Now going over to the complete opposite team.
Yes.
The Los Angeles Dodgers. I couldn't think of two more polar opposite teams in baseball right now. The Los Angeles Dodgers are just a well-oiled machine that like just keeps churning out prospects and making trades and signs guys for millions of dollars and winning World Series. Could not be farther apart.
And they're printing money.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And they have an underrated player over there?
Yes, his name, he doesn't make a lot of money, but his name is Shohei Ohtani. Yeah. No.
God, I was hoping that was your pick.
Everybody is so good over there. I'm going to go Andy Pages.
Okay.
Yeah. So, very good defensive center fielder. Doesn't hit worth a fucking lick. But you know what? He is a Mexican Cedar Rafaelo, essentially. I think he's Mexican. I'm pretty sure that's his eligibility for the WBC.
Sure.
So, yeah. I don't know if he's actually from there or not. But
yeah.
He also is very funny because he is in that Luis Ortiz and Emmanuel Clase official indictment. Because
no way.
Yeah, not in a gambling way. He didn't do anything, but there's a part in there where obviously, you know, I'm sure most of our listeners know they were doing the micro bets. They're about like a first pitch ball and everything. So like Emmanuel Clase would just spike like a slider down and away or in the dirt and make it just the worst pitch. So that way it's like guaranteed a ball. And Andy Pages swung at one. And it counts as a strike because he swung and missed. And so in the official report, the guy that, you know, Emmanuel Clase was making bets with sent a sad or an emoji of a guy hanging himself with toilet paper. And Emmanuel Clase sent like a bat or like a frowny cat emoji back or something. And Andy Pages swinging at an intentional ball is in the United States government Department of Justice official indictment of these two players.
Oh my God. So what Andy Pages is
in
more
the official government record, Andy Pages swung at somebody literally intentionally trying to be bad.
Oh my God. I can't fucking believe that.
Yeah.
I can't. You know what? Andy Pages is more underrated in the entire investigation into Emmanuel Clase. That is Andy Pages' role.
And you know what? He saved the World Series in the bottom of the ninth, steamrolling over Kike Hernandez.
Yeah, he did.
Like,
getting elbow surgery, Kike Hernandez.
Yeah.
Probably from that.
Yeah. No, it was apparently from way before that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It was so funny just seeing that in there and seeing the Dodgers fans' reactions. Like, yeah, you know, he's in there for his defense. He's not in there for his bat. But there's still a lot of value in a very good defensive center fielder, as we can tell from this year.
Yes.
And they don't play him at second base. ever.
Wow.
Yeah, they don't play this great defensive center fielder at second base at all.
Yeah, well, because they play him at shortstop, right?
Yeah, because they play him at catcher.
Yeah. Has that ever happened? A center fielder and a catcher?
I mean, it's
Maybe?
kind of the reverse Dalton Varsho.
Oh, I guess he did do that, didn't he?
Yeah, he did do the reverse of that.
Wow.
And now he's a really good defensive center fielder.
Blue Jays terror Dalton Varsho.
Yeah.
Well, the next team we have here, I did the Mets, and it is a player that everybody knows, but it is a player that somehow is still producing at a very consistently above average level. For the Mets' most underrated player, I went Jeff McNeil. He has a +4 outs above average at second base, so still a great glove at the infield. He had a 111 WRC plus this year and an offensive WAR of 5.8 and an overall 2.1 WAR. He has a 10.6 walk percentage and an 11.9 strikeout percentage, which was insane to me. So we all know Jeff McNeil is good, but consistently posting solid offensive numbers, and that plate discipline, those plate discipline numbers are just unreal, even at 33. So I went Jeff McNeil.
Okay, I like that one. He's a player I've liked for a while. Team USA as well.
Yeah.
So I can appreciate that.
I have
I
one of
thought
his
about the
signed
Red Sox
pieces.
trading for him, but it doesn't make a lot of sense for us. Left-handed, older. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I do like McNeil.
Yeah,
I do.
no, underrated player. Yeah, that's a good one.
Thank you. What do you have for us? Who's next?
I think I have Milwaukee Brewers next.
Oh,
And this is
okay.
tough because they have a lot of good players.
Don't
over
say
there.
Quinn Priester. Or do. I don't care what you do.
No, because he is overrated.
He is-
Oh!
Oh!
I'm gonna go a very, very funny one.
Yes.
I'm gonna go Andrew Vaughn because the second
Please,
he
yes.
went, the second he went over there, he started like just being one of the better hitters in baseball.
Right.
He was so garbage with the White Sox for so many years that the Chicago White Sox sent Andrew Vaughn to AAA.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, what's his face? They just ended up releasing him, or he demanded a trade.
Aaron Savale.
Oh no, I think it was Cal Quantrill. Yeah,
What?
or somebody along those like lines. They just like the Chicago White Sox were so excited to pick him up because they were like, we're getting him for nothing. We can flip him at the deadline and get something back.
Genius.
Here's Andrew Vaughn. He's awful for us. And then like Andrew Vaughn was just ridiculously productive and like,
Right.
Took over Reese Hoskins' job at first base.
Right.
Like,
Right.
For like for the best team in the NL Central this last year.
Yeah, it was pretty much just like the Brewers were like, hey, Andrew, what if you instead held your elbow up like this? And then he was like, oh, yeah, whack,
Yeah,
whack,
pretty
whack.
much. They fixed him immediately. Yeah.
And the guy was in there. Like, they were calling it the quote-unquote renaissance of Andrew Vaughn because he was really good for a second,
yeah,
and then he was really good again. Like, yeah, Andrew Vaughn did a lot of work for the Brewers after they got him.
he did. And you know what? He just looks insane.
Yeah.
He's
looks
got those
crazy.
scary eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, on the other side of the world, I went with the Pittsburgh Pirates, and I went with Braxton Ashcraft. He was a rookie
Sure.
pitcher, rookie picture taker. Pitched just about 70 innings. He had a 24% strikeout percentage, pitched a 2.71 ERA and a 2.78 FIP. And for his stuff plus, his curveball was at a 1.35. So I went Braxton Ashcraft. And Lord knows that the Pittsburgh Pirates need another person to build around other than Paul Skeens. So,
Oh, what? I thought they were trading him for Spencer Jones.
yeah,
Yeah.
the internet would have you believe that he's worth that. But I'm telling you, Paul Skeens is going to be good.
Yeah. Source.
Source, I made it up.
Nah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, dog into shot.
But is Ashby fucking Livy Dunn?
Braxton Ashcraft is not
Whatever his name is.
not as
Okay.
far as I know, but
I was
maybe.
gonna say, yeah.
What do you think Livy's doing right? Do you think she thinks about me?
Yes. Yeah. All the time.
Yeah, I miss her. But yeah, Braxton Ashcraft for the Pirates.
Okay, I like that. Who's my next team? I got a dog here.
That's okay. Dog just came up on you. I'll pull the list back up here. Your next team, if you just did the Brewers, you have the Philadelphia Phillies.
Oh,
Other side of
God.
Pennsylvania.
Gross.
Yeah. Gross.
Yeah, gross.
Somebody clean that up.
Yeah. Who do they got over there? They got a whole bunch of weirdness. This one's harder. I should have actually done homework on a lot of these.
That's okay.
I'm gonna go Bryson Stott.
Bryson Stott.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's a pretty good, just solid up the middle infielder. Hit some bombs. I think pretty good defensively. So I don't have the numbers in front of me, but Bryson Stott, pretty good player.
Yeah, you're going Bryson Stott off vibes. Off of
vibes, off of just how I remember him, which is positively. So
yeah. So he passed the eye test, and that's your underrated player in Philly.
Yep.
Love to hear it. The next player I have is not under anyone's radar. In fact, he is a Gold Glove winner. I have the San Francisco Giants, and I went unashamedly Patrick Bailey at catcher.
Yeah, just great defensive catcher. So
unbelievable defensive catcher. And the rotation for the Giants, nothing particularly special, but everyone in that rotation was producing. And when you look
Logan Webb's really good.
Logan Webb's insane. Yeah. Robbie Ray was good this year too. This new guy, it was like Lou Dern or something like that. That whole pitching staff.
He couldn't fix Jordan Hicks.
Well, can anyone fix Jordan Hicks? Yeah.
If Connor Wong can't do it, then nobody can.
Yeah. Not even Gold Glove winner Patrick Bailey posted a 35.2 defensive win above replacement according to Fangraphs.
Yeah, I know. And it was funny seeing Giants fans be upset that he didn't win the Platinum Glove. But it's a fan vote, so who fucking cares?
Yeah. It'd be different if Sadon won, but that's not what we're here to talk about.
It would be different if the guy that actually probably deserved to win would actually win instead of just it being a popularity contest. So don't care about that award at all anymore. It is useless.
Yeah, I hate you, Twitter. Yeah. For the Giants, I went unashamedly Patrick Bailey as the defensive rock of the San Francisco area.
I respect that, yeah.
You got the Padres.
Ooh, the Padres.
Say Nick Pivetta. Say Nick Pivetta.
Nope. Definitely not saying that. I'm gonna go. I feel like I have to go with one of the relievers because they have so many. I'm gonna go Adrian Marijon.
Okay.
One of the best lefties in baseball. He would probably be a closer on most teams. Love that the Red Sox got him. Yeah, I'm trying to think of who else might be like underrated there because they're pretty stacked at most positions. They have some overrated guys for sure. I could name five.
One third baseman.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go Marijon.
I remember watching him pitch. He was pretty studly.
Yeah.
We have one more team in the NL. It would be the St. Louis Cardinals. That could be yourself or myself. Totally up to you, though. I know exactly who I would pick from the St. Louis Cardinals.
All right, you can go first.
Nolan Arenado.
He was so bad last year, though.
Yeah, that's why he's underrated, because he's getting worse.
Wouldn't that make him overrated?
You know what, Jack Webster? I would actually go with Wilson Contreras would be my choice for the St. Louis Cardinals. Overall, going in the wrong direction. That's why they get Heimblum to rebuild the farm system. But Wilson Contreras, put together a very, very strong year. He had really good defensive numbers, excellent offensive numbers. So Wilson Contreras is my underrated guy for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Cool. I'll go Brendan Donovan. He'll probably get traded. And Heimblum will probably not get a whole bunch back for him, so it'll be very funny.
Yeah. Blaze Jordan.
If Heimblum can make an actual trade.
Yeah. What? No, if he's not winning, he's not making it. Well, we got about 10 minutes left. For the last segment, I had mentioned this a bit earlier. We wanted to do Under the Microscope, which is a new segment where we're going to introduce a bit in the off season. We're going to look at some of the options the Sox would have at various positions. Each pick out a guy, bringing in a book report and talk about here's a guy Sox are tied to or people are interested in. But under the microscope, what does this guy look like? Are they hitting well? Are they swinging at strikes in the zone? What's their defensive production? Are they a guy worth having on the Sox? So I know we each went with first baseman. We covered the first base this time around. For book reports, player reports under the microscope, would you prefer to go first or second?
I'll go second since your guy is probably a little bit more well known.
Yeah. So I went with a big name guy for first base under the microscope, and that's Pete Alonso.
Who?
Who? And let me tell you, I tried so fucking hard not to look under the hood for Pete Alonso. I was like, there's got to be another first baseman out there that's not Pete Alonso that the Red Sox would have a backup option if they didn't get Alonso. Newsflash, there's fucking
It's
not.
garbage.
Like,
Garbo.
Far and away, Pete Alonso is the best first baseman on the free agent
And even
market.
then, he would probably DH most of the time because he is so bad defensively, too.
Yes, which is one of the things I noted. So when I put Pete Alonso under the microscope, the offensive production is indisputable. He has 38 home runs, a 272 batting average, 347 on base, a 3.6 FWAR, and he played all 162 games last year. Excellent health. He has a 65% swing percentage at strikes in the zone, or the Z swing, and an 85.6 contact percentage at strikes in the zone, or the Z contact. So the offensive numbers don't lie. As far as offensive first baseman out there right now, Pete Alonso, far and away your best offensive. He has a -9 outs above average at first and a -9 defensive runs saved at first base.
Yeah, that's why he's a DH.
Yeah, which is another reason I was looking at the other first baseman out there and I'm like, you know what? Give me a guy that is an above average bat that produces defensively. And let me tell you, not a lot of options on that front either.
Nope. Andrew Vaughn,
who's I looked
not
at
a free
that.
agent, yeah.
I looked at that. Andrew Vaughn is a free agent, I think 2028. So I was like, you know what? What if the Sox went a shorter term option like Rhys Hoskins, for example? Could they do 2 years of Rhys Hoskins and then in 2 years get another first baseman? Nope. Let me tell you, the 2027 first base free agent options are Jake Bauers, Alec Boehm, 35-year-old Yandy Diaz, Nathaniel Lowe, Ryan Mountcastle, Max Muncy, and Andrew Vaughn. Those are your options if you punt your first base.
Yeah. I do like Yandy, and even Max Muncy's fine, but yeah.
Yeah, Yandy would have to overcome a club option to be a free agent at 35.
Okay.
And
the Rays are going to trade him anyways,
Yeah.
eventually, because that's just what the Rays do.
Yeah. So with Alonso in particular, the biggest question I ask is like, who do the Red Sox see as their long-term first baseman? Do you see it as Alonso, or do you see Casas as your long-term first? Because that determines where you're spending money on first base.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to give Casas, the full keys to the car. It would be one thing if Casas just got injured and, he's going to be back for spring, and he should be. But, he was real bad to start the year, too.
Yeah.
And we've seen him, be a great hitter at the end of 2023 where he, broke out. And then he was also hurt in 2024 as well when he had that rib injury, too. So it's just very hard to say, Tristan Casas is your first baseman.
Yeah.
And I still believe in him, Nope, you're not going to trade him. You're not going to just get rid of him. And I think even a Casas, Romy Gonzalez kind of platoon might work all right, too. That's probably better than half of the options you just named.
Yes.
Yeah. So you could go a trade to maybe someone like a Vinny Pasquantino or something. But yeah, really, not other than that, not a lot out there like you're mentioning.
Yeah, and here was the other thing I asked myself about Alonso and what makes the question about Alonso so difficult. So in a world where you get Alonso or Alex Bregman, which way would you go? In my world, in everyone's world, you want both. If you can get both, and you should be able to get both, get both. But if you get one or the other, that's where I'm like, would I rather spend the money on Bregman or Alonso?
It is such an easy answer for me.
I'm going Alex Bregman.
Yeah, it's honestly not even that close in my head.
Yeah, it's not. So that's why I'm
like Bregman's even a little older, but I think that contract is going to age better than Pete. So
I think so too.
Pete could hit 50 home runs. He could also, hit 30 and be kind of one-dimensional players.
Yeah.
But I think Bregman brings a lot more tools, especially the leadership and everything. So that is a number one of what we need to do in the offseason.
Yeah, in the world of or, I would take Bregman over Alonso. In a world of both, I would take both.
If Pete Alonso signs with the Red Sox, I will be very happy. That is a bunch of power that we have missed the last few years.
Yes.
He can play first, at least for the time being. And you know what? The Monster and Fenway Park will play well for him too. So don't get me wrong, I'd be very, very, very happy if the Red Sox signed Pete Alonso or even like a Kyle Schwarber or something like that,
Yes.
Just hit a bunch of ding-dongs and that's okay.
Yeah, I would love more ding-dongs.
Ding-dongs are cool.
In my ballpark.
Yep.
You also brought a first baseman in for us.
I did. This is getting a little creative here. You gotta go to the other side of the world for this one. So, Kazuma Okamoto. I hope I'm pronouncing that even somewhat close. So
sure.
He can kind of play all around the diamond. He was on the Japan national team. But he plays third, he plays first, he plays outfield. He played primarily third, which and apparently was pretty good there too. So God forbid Alex Bregman leaves. That is another option there. But I think on the Red Sox, he would probably most likely end up at first base. And you know what? This is a very solid player just because he, does a bit of everything. And he'll play good defensively. He'll hit for some power, nothing crazy. It's not like he's going to hit the 35 to 40 like he did in Japan, probably. But like, he's suited for the monster. He gets on base. He can hit velocity, which is probably the biggest difference, coming over from Japan to, the United States is obviously there's a ton of great Japanese pitching that come over here too. But just more dudes throw 99 to 100 in the United States than they do in Japan. That's just a fact. And, someone like Murakami, he's probably going to struggle with that a bit, especially, during the adjustment period. But, I mean, we saw, Okamoto do well in the WBC. I think he could adjust pretty quickly. And I think, it's not like he's going to have like a 7 or 8 year contract either. It's going to be probably closer to like what Massa got, which is like 5 years, like $100 million, which he's going to get pretty much what Josh Naylor got.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okamoto is a really interesting option. Like if you're looking at building a unique and hopefully still very effective roster, I think Okamoto is a good choice.
And he still lets you, sign a guy like Alex Bregman or someone else like that. Like he does, it's not like, Alonso or Bregman, because you can have Alonso or you can have Okamoto and Bregman,
right?
Where that's still within the ballpark of like what the Red Sox can, pay, and they owe Tom Nook money,
right?
So like there is somewhat of a limit. Like they're gonna go above and beyond, like they did this last year too. But Tom Nook needs his money.
Tom Nook needs his money. That's when I was looking for first baseman. I was like, and Bregman. Like that's what came up for me a lot. Was like, could I have this guy and Bregman? Which is why I was like, is Alonso worth an or Bregman? And I'm like, I would rather an and Bregman.
Yeah.
So
and you could have Okamoto and Pete too. Just play one at third, one at first, or DH. But I would much still rather have Alex Bregman than any type of combo.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we are at the end of our hour, but there was one other first baseman that, I mean, you had initially mentioned to me, and then I looked under the hood a bit, and like his stuff's really good. You would have him for another 2 years. He has a 2028 club option. But Wilson Contreras over on the Cardinals, you could get him for 2 years, maybe a third year, to cover Casas, get some good offensive and defensive production, while you give yourself another 2 years to find your marriage at first base.
Yeah, but Chaim Bloom is too afraid to make any trades. So
so
that one he would probably trade. But
Wilson Contreras is going to get $17.5 million per year in the next 2 years.
That's not that bad. Yeah.
It's not. Not only could the Red Sox afford it, You could trade Yoshida for Contreras pretty much in a straight up 1-for-1.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm doing that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll even throw
Heim
in,
loves Massa, so there's that. Yeah.
you could throw Uberstein in that trade too.
Sure, why not?
Why
Yeah.
not?
Yeah, well,
For 3 years of Contreras.
hey, we're gonna see if they add him to the 40-man roster or not.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
going to be interesting.
We'll see that tomorrow.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, I think he does. I think David Sandlin does. I don't think anybody else does, and we'll probably lose a few guys in the Rule 5, so that's fine.
I think so
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So it's a kill, fuck, marry tonight. Very simple game. We'll wind down and we'll shake and bake.
Cool.
Tonight's kill, fuck, marry.
Oh, by the way, one name I'm glad I'm
Please,
going to
yes.
stay away from at first base. Luis Ariz, absolutely fucking no.
Agreed.
Yeah,
I almost
no.
did-
So, Ed Hand, stop it.
cut it.
Yeah, stop it, Ed. Yeah. But yeah, no, just hard pass. Hard pass.
Almost did my under the microscope for Luis Arias just to be like,
Yeah, I know you mentioned
no.
him in our text, but like, yeah, no.
Yeah, no, I would only bring him in to tell you we don't need that. We
Yeah.
don't need Luis Arias at first base. Like, give me an actual upgrade at first base.
Yeah,
It's
he's
not
not
Arias.
I mean, like, I do appreciate all the contact ability and everything, but he's so bad defensively. He has zero pop. It's not like he gets on base even at a 350 clip anymore. Doesn't bring anything
Steer
to the table
clear.
for us. Yeah, no,
Away.
no, thank you.
if I see Luis Arias, I will kill you.
Yeah, no, I do not want that one. Yeah,
If that so much as touches Roadhouse, I will kill you.
yeah, literally.
So kill, fuck, marry. David Ortiz, Pedro Martinez, and Garrett Crochet.
Oh man. I'm gonna fuck Pedro. He seems like a good lover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Famous interview where he talks about fucking Sandra Bullock too.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he would. I'm gonna have to marry David Ortiz. Like,
Okay.
Come on.
Come on.
Three World Series, like greatest power hitter in Red Sox history, even probably beyond Ted Williams. Like,
Wow,
in
that's
terms
high
of-
praise.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, in terms of, well, actually, maybe not, because instead missed a lot of years for WAR.
Mhm.
But yeah, and you know what? I'm only gonna kill Garrett Crochet because I love bacon. So you know what? You get some
You're
delicious
gonna slaughter
ham,
the pig
you
to get the
you
bacon.
get some bacon. You get some sausages. Yeah.
Yeah, you trim the fat, pig squeal.
Yeah. Like I'm gonna use every part of him like a Native American.
Yeah, wow. I love that.
Yeah.
So that's why you're killing Garrett
Yeah,
Crochet.
because he, would be delicious.
You-
Yeah.
Well, off season's always fun. We'll have some more fun, unique, interesting
Hopefully
stuff.
something happens by next week because I'm bored.
Yeah, well, yeah. Hopefully, you have more to report on than the Rule 5 and the 40-man drafts. But in the meantime, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you, Believe Network. Thank you, Zach. Go follow Zach on Twitter.
Go follow Zach and us, I guess.
And us, I guess. But most importantly, I love you. No, I love you. Okay, I love you. Bye. No, I love you. Okay, I love you. Bye. Okay, I love you. Bye. Okay, I love you.